Good afternoon, Mrs.
Good afternoon.
Kiguradze. Nice to meet you here, and it's my great pleasure to host you here and have interview with you. So, within framework of our interview, we would like to discuss, to speak to you about Visa's business challenges, opportunities, and successes. It is now that you have joined Visa since 2018, and now you are regional manager for the Caucasus. So, could you please mention the main priorities of Visa's business development strategies in this region?
Yeah, sure. First of all, thank you, and it's a pleasure to be here today and to be speaking on behalf of Visa, the world's leader in digital payments. And the event is amazing, so it's my first time on the conference, and I'm so excited to hear about important plans that the government is driving in terms of digitalization in Armenia, and we are really here to support. So talking about the plans and about what Visa is doing, right? So Visa, as I said, is the world leader in digital payments, and our mission is very simple. So it's to be the most reliable, the most innovative, and the most secure payments network that connects businesses, economies, and individuals and helps them thrive. So this is what we do in all more than 200 countries where we operate. So we bring our technologies. This is innovation. This is the first strategic pillar Visa is working on. So basically it's development of cashless economy, right? So it's the development of digitization, and we work together with government, we work together with financial institutions in order to ensure that this agenda is taken forward. We bring our capabilities, and we have 60 years of experience in that. We bring our capabilities to ensure that from one side, technology is there, so we have the acceptance network where people can pay. We have customers who have different ways of payment, right? Whether it's a debit card, whether it's a credit card, a digital card, like the where world is moving right now, and the mobile devices and the launch of technologies such as Apple Pay also drives this agenda forward. So we do everything possible to bring our expertise and to enhance this very important journey towards digital economy and digital society.
As we know, Visa is devoted supporter for Georgian business. So I would like to know what kind of support does Visa provide for the small and medium-sized enterprises in region, and particularly in Armenia?
Yeah, sure. So Visa is a huge supporter of small and medium businesses, and it's one of our main strategic directions to support SMEs, because we really see that they are the backbones of every economy. They create working places, so they contribute to the development of the economy. And we have a lot of initiatives and partnerships with fintechs. Our partnerships count to more than 100 fintechs in the region. So we're open to any partnership. It's not just the Georgian one, it's the region, it's the big region, and it's global strategy. We are moving forward in this direction. So what we do, we have, for instance, our very interesting initiative called Visa Everywhere Initiative. It's the competition for fintechs, and I am very happy and proud to say that last year this competition in Simea was won by Georgian startup PayZ, who became the winner among a big number of applicants. So you can imagine the small country and the small region like Caucasus, where it was on the agenda and where it was on the list with the fintechs of more than 90 countries. So it's an honor to have such strong fintechs in the country, and Armenia in this regard is very strong. So there are a lot of companies that drive the business that work cross-border, and we will be very happy to see them in our initiatives as well. This is one. We have FinTech Fast Track program. We drive for the fintechs, ensuring that we open the capabilities for them to use our experience, technologies, educate them in the tools they need to develop and to further develop their business.
In recent years, financial technologies are developing rapidly. So classic banking, payment and settlement operations are being transformed. Could you please list the innovative solutions which made by Visa in Armenia concretely.
Like this year is 20 years anniversary of Visa being presented in Armenia. Have you heard? No? So we celebrate 20 years of our presence, and it's looking back of what we have accomplished. It's an honor and it's the proud we're feeling, because we see that looking back to 2014, where first contactless transaction was made, and to this year and beginning of this year when we launched Apple Pay technology. So this whole journey was very exciting. Again, it connects and it's connecting with us as a global payment leader, bringing our technologies to the country. And one of the recent innovations is Apple Pay. So it's the technology that enables you to pay by just tapping your Apple device to the POS terminal. And we really see that in future we will be continuing this important contribution that we do for Armenia in terms of bringing our technology, in terms of sharing our expertise with the government, with banks, with financial institutions, with all the parties involved in this ecosystem in order to help economy to thrive.
The COVID-19 has changed the business management processes and socio-economic behavior of people. So what were the main challenges or issues for Visa during the active period and post-pandemic period?
I would not name them as a challenges. I think the challenge was the unknown portion in all the situation happening, right? So we just didn't know what to expect, because one day everything was closed and every individual was impacted, right? SMEs, the most impacted segment of the situation. So we really did our best to support the most vulnerable segments during pandemic. We launched interesting initiatives. I can recall one we did in Georgia with several banks. So we created the bundles for small and medium businesses so that they moved, in order to help them move their businesses online. But at the same time, COVID-19 accelerated digital transformation, right? And it boosted that. I'm not saying that it was not happening. It was happening. We were part of the story, but at the same time, it just boosted the movement. And we saw that digitization, which was the very fancy word, it just became real. And it was the processes we were passing through each and every day. So we served as the strong partner for our partners and clients to ensure that they have all the capabilities to move through this quite challenging times. But at the same time, so you saw how e-commerce boosted, and we created solutions that ensure that e-commerce transactions are safe and secure, because from one side, technologies are developing, from another side, we as a global leader in payments need to ensure that the fraud is not increasing, and the customers are protected. So this is two sides of this situation. So we work closely with our partners to ensure that the technologies they have, we accelerate the growth of the technologies. And contactless, for instance, is one of the most frequently used example, which we say, right, that people were afraid to use cash, to touch cash. And in this case, we created the infrastructure for them to have the card, to get the card quickly in digital. And we worked with all our partner banks to ensure we do it very, very quickly, so that the customers don't need to leave their homes in order to get the instrument for the payment. We did digital issuance, and it boosted the usage of payments and the usage of technology. We never treated it as a challenge, because we really saw how many opportunities it created. It's just, you're just moved from your comfort zone one day, and you become, and the most important thing here was the companies who managed to adopt. So the ability to adopt seemed to be the very important thing in this regard.
So actually Visa cooperates with Armenian commercial banks and other payment organizations. However, it is interesting to know what are the main advantages and difficulties working in Armenian business environment.
To be honest, it's very difficult for me to say about the difficulties. Like, I am in the company almost 4 years, and it's a pleasure to be working in Armenia. It's a pleasure to be working with the partners who are just looking into innovations, looking into everything new, are very closely cooperating with us, and we together are searching for new opportunities to ensure that the demands which are coming from the customers, because in the end of the day, we all are focused on the customers, right? So we listen to the customers, banks share the desires of the customers, the demands of the customers, and we try to work together in order to ensure that this journey, so we answer all the challenges and questions coming from the customers. So, and up to now, this journey has been very successful, and I'm really looking forward to be meeting with you like in 2 years and just looking what more we have done through this period.
The protection of online shopping is Visa's top priority, and for that purpose in 2020 Visa has introduced updated Visa Secure technology. So could you please tell us how it works, and do you have statistics which proves the positive impact of that technology on payment transactions?
Yeah, so I would not say that the e-commerce growth is our top priority. Our top priority is digitalization. So our top priority is ensuring we develop cashless economy and we decrease the level of cash in the country, right? And we do it through different strategic pillars. I would outline them. So one of them is developing e-commerce and developing the solutions that protect our customers in the e-commerce. And this, the solution you're mentioning is pretty secure. So it's the additional tool for protecting the online purchases. And it really boosts and it really ensures that customers, so because from one side we work on educating the customers on moving them online, but there we need to ensure that the environment is secure, right? So we create the tools that help us persuade the customers that there you go, you are secure, and Visa is a very secure network. And I would outline maybe 4 differentiators, right, that we bring in order to ensure that everything that is connected with the global payment system and global network is safe. So it's our brand, it's trust that people are showing and expressing towards Visa, it's our innovation and our capabilities, and it's the success that we are bringing with us in terms of development of cashless economy.
Okay. There is another question regarding marketing of Visa.
Yeah.
So, as we know, Visa is actively involved in different promo actions, campaigns. So, could you highlight the business spheres where these promotions, all type of promotions, work well, and due to it, Visa cardholders make a lot of purchases?
Okay, it's very obvious. It's everyday spend segments. So the segments which the customers are using frequently, right? So may it be the retail stores where they purchase goods for it may be groceries, it may be transit, by the way, and we really hope to see acceptance being developed in Armenian transport as well. So because we globally drive transit solutions and work on urban mobility. So the segments that are most, I would say, impacted by the promo campaigns we do, and which contributes to the cashless economy, is everyday spend. Because when people start to use their cards frequently, becomes a habit, and then they go to hotels abroad, they go to different places, and they just remember the habit they used to be using it in their everyday life. So we target the everyday spend, but at the same time, and you're mentioning marketing promotions, we just launched and we work as a team on enhancement of our products to create more and more benefits for the customers to be using their payment instruments, right? So in this regard, we are strengthening our value proposition. And we just launched the World of Privileges program in Armenia, meaning that we united our partner merchants where the Visa premium card holder has special offer, discount, etc. And this also boosts the card usage, right? So this is the different angles where we try to approach the strategic direction of development of cashless and development of payments overall in the country.
And my last question is about Visa's future activities. So, Central Bank of Armenia is aimed to digitize the financial ecosystem in our country. It requires time and investment. What kind of plans do you have for supporting digitization in our country? Is Georgian experience suitable for us, for our country?
I would say, not Georgian experience, but the Caucasus experience, because what we do in Georgia, it may work in Armenia, it may not. What we do in Armenia, it may work in Georgia. So it depends on the situation, it depends on the specific period we're doing that. And it depends on the vision of the government, right, in this regard. In Armenia, we really appreciate the efforts of the government in terms of driving cashless. And you know about the law that's being that has been adopted by the financial system. So it's an honor and it's a big excitement for us to see that the whole world, and Armenia in particular, is moving to the direction which was one of our main philosophies when the company was established like 60 years ago, right? And it's our mission to be there by their side in this very important thing that they're driving, because no doubt that the cashless economy and the things that are happening are bringing transparency and are bringing security, are bringing speed in just payments, right? So the customers are satisfied with the service and we bring additional and offers to the customer. So in this regard, we are very actively working with all the participants of this ecosystem, with financial institutions, by continuing to be adopting, accelerating our technologies, and to be developing the infrastructure where the customers can perform payments. And this, one of the most important segment, is development of SME acceptance, right? Because the small merchants today, so we bring the technologies that ensure that this target is being achieved. One of the final technologies we're preparing for the launch is tap to phone, right? When your mobile Android device can become the POS terminal, and this decreases the cost of acceptance for the merchant and respectively for the bank. And we see that these technologies really increase and help us make sure that the payment infrastructure is broad, and which is very important in order to support and in order to develop the cashless economy, which overall is a very, very important thing that the government is leading and driving.
So, although there could be many questions, but there is nothing to add, I just want to thank you again and wish you many successes for your future initiatives. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Have a nice day.
Have a nice day.